Hi everyone, welcome back to the sewing room. Today we've got another Sew the Look video. I've been scrolling Beyond 9 again and the latest collection has me so excited. These pieces are such a perfect blend of chic but unfussy everyday style made in natural fibres like linen and cotton. So I'm sharing 16 Beyond 9 looks that you can totally sew yourself with the patterns I'd recommend to get the vibe. If you enjoy sewing vlogs, fabric hauls and dressmaking tips, don't forget to subscribe because I would really love to reach 10,000 subscribers. So grab a cuppa and let's get going. First, let me say that not only can you pick up all the patterns for these looks, but you can also get the exact fabric. New Craft House in London have a great range of Beyond 9 dead stock fabrics, but act fast because they're limited quantities. Check out their website now. But there's also lots of gorgeous linens and cottons at places like Hey Sew Sister, Sew Me Sunshine, Minerva and more that could easily work for these styles. First up is this dress that just screams summer, the oversized shape, the cheerful pink checks, and a cotton linen fabric. Everything about it feels fun and easy to wear. What I love most is how it manages to feel playful while still looking really put together. Big checks are having such a moment right now, and this style fully embraces that trend. This is called the Dakota dress, but there's also the Gina dress, which looks pretty identical to me, but is shown in red poplin. For some sewists, it's a great checkered fabric that's really inspiring, and for others, they love a head-to-toe solid look. Either way, this dress is one that you could reach for all season long. I'm recommending Simplicity 95-96 as it has the same oversized silhouette, scoop neckline, slightly curved waist seam, and there's an option for sleeves too in this pattern pack, which I think is great for anyone who doesn't like to show off their arms. Side seam pockets, of course. The skirt is more sculptural with angled seams when compared to the Beyond 9 dress, so if you don't like that, just replace it with a large gathered rectangle. Probably something that's 1.5 or even 2 times your waist measurement for gorgeous gathers. The pattern also includes a little T-top, perfect for layering the dress. For a long sleeve version, there is the gorgeous gingham seersucker Berlin dress with dramatic proportions. It's again got that oversized, relaxed silhouette that Beyond 9 does so well. The sleeves are beautifully full and gathered into elastic cuffs, which gives it lots of drama without feeling fussy. I also love that it's made in seersucker because that means texture. You don't really need to iron it, and yeah, you always look perfectly cool. Because this dress has a slightly different neckline and dropped sleeves, I'm recommending Burda 5948, which is a really lovely design from a few years back. That includes 2 really nice styles of sleeves, which would be fun to sew. Alternatively, you could check out the Matchy Sewing Club's Horizon Day dress, which has better sizing and pattern hack tutorials on their website to inspire you further. Doesn't have bust starts though, like the Inspiration dress, so you may find it a little bit of a boxier fit. Jumpsuits are Beyond 9's favourite thing, and the denim Lola jumpsuit is particularly good. It has that slightly yoga, bohemian inspired feel, but still looks really modern and wearable. It's very similar to the Ophelia jumpsuit, but that has a straighter leg shape. And then there's also the Annika Romper playsuit, which is the same, but cropped to a short length. So I'm recommending 2 patterns for all 3 of these styles, which makes it a bit easier. First, there's the True Bias Nova jumpsuit. Views C and D are excellent matches, and you would just leave off the hem elastic on the longer leg length. You could also try the Clyde jumpsuit by Elizabeth Suzanne. I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, Suzanne. But since she's a former ready-to-wear label, her patterns use production-style construction steps, which keeps things quick and simple for sewists who just want to make things fast and enjoy wearing them. Sewing jumpsuits is pretty rewarding because there's a bit of everything involved. Fitting, top stitching, interesting construction details. You really get to flex your skills and end up with something that you'll want to wear constantly. The Esme top is such a cute summer staple. The berry gingham linen version instantly caught my eye because it's colourful without being overpowering, and the simple sleeveless shape makes it incredibly versatile. Beyond 9 like to pair it with matching trousers or skirts, denim. They've also shown it layered under jackets. The trend for matching separates is still huge, and this is a perfect example of why people love it. You get the impact of a coordinated outfit, you get to show off your fabric with simple silhouettes, and you can mix and match the pieces into the rest of your wardrobe. I picked the Leah top from Tilly and the Buttons since I use it to make this exact top, but there's plenty of sleeveless shell tops from Simplicity and New Look out there that you could choose. Tilly's pattern is literally made in a Beyond 9 look linen, so you can see the vibe instantly. The Ashton top by Helen's Closet is another great option too. Here's the Esme top paired with the Mabel trousers in matching gingham. Wide leg barrel leg linen trousers are one of those garments that somehow manage to be comfortable, elegant and practical all at once. Barrel legs are everywhere right now. It's very relaxed, effortless. Here it is in a classic denim too. I love that they work as part of a matching set, but you could easily style them separately. If you've never made trousers before, then elastic waist, wide leg pair are a great place to start because they're relatively easy to fit. Why not try the Style Arc bob pant, which sew up very quickly and have a lovely barrel shape. They're elastic waist with side seam pockets. They don't have the centre front leg seams, but you could add like a little pin tuck down the length of the leg to create this effect. I mean, not having the seam makes them easier to sew, and you wouldn't have to pattern match any checked fabric. Okay, moving on to talk about striped denim for a second, because these Remi jeans are so damn cool. They're kind of like giving vintage workwear, designer denim, statement trousers. The ecru and chocolate stripe feels very fresh and different. I am now on the hunt for striped denim fabric, so please let me know if you see some. And the barrel leg silhouette couldn't be more on trend if it tried. As a sewing project, these would be a really fun challenge because you get to play with stripe placement as well as all those classic jeans making techniques. If you're looking for a garment that will get compliments every time you wear them, then these are the pants for you. Here they are in a plain denim too, so you can see the fly front, darted ankle hems and elasticated back waistband. For this style, you'd be best choosing the deer and doe agajou, just basically means mahogany in French. They have the barrel leg, which tapers at the ankle. No ankle darts though, but a long seam down the front of the leg to help shape the trouser. Button waistband at the front, nice and flat, and then elasticated at the back. All the lovely pocket details that you'd want in jeans. Alternatively, the Style Arc twig pants would be good. They have a long dart extending from the back ankle up the leg and a long front seam down each side of the pants. A different pocket construction too, that would keep things interesting, but that same button waistband with elastic back that we see on the Remi jeans. Maybe you noticed the Hailey top, which was paired with the Remi jeans. Structured denim tops are popping up in lots of places right now, and this is a very wearable version in ecru. It feels kind of like, I don't know, like armor or something, but very wearable. It's got structure, but still looks comfortable and easy to wear. In a minute, I'll show you the same top paired with a full skirt for a totally different look. For sewists, it's also a great project if you enjoy neat top stitching and working with slightly more structured fabrics. We've got an easy choice here. I want you to pick up the Le Top from Atelier Brunette. They're a French pattern company, and it has the cool seaming and top stitching, as well as some fitting from bust darts. Or for something very like a similar vibe, try Vogue 2186 from Rachel Comey, which is a very cool two-piece look in cotton canvas. It's not an exact match, like I just said, but it's got this high yoke and then a deep hem effect, which you could top stitch to draw attention to those details. Now here's the Hailey with the Talia skirt. This skirt is such a showstopper. The colour alone had me stopping scrolling. That bold, chilly red is absolutely gorgeous, and combined with the volume of the skirt, it creates so much movement and drama. Full skirts are everywhere at the moment, and often with tiers. I love how they can be styled casually with a t-shirt or dressed up with a blouse. As a sewing project, pick a nice cotton poplin for an easy project that feels lovely and breezy in summer. A few easy pattern choices here. So S3237, a simplicity skirt with a yoke at the top, just like the inspiration, and then heavily gathered skirt. No elastic waistband on that one, it's got a zipper closure. Or for a fun alternative, choose Simplicity 3198. That's got a flat front and elastic back waistband. That's a great combo for not ending up too bulky around your stomach. And it has a yoke panel with contrast top stitching. I suppose you could also use Butterick 7025, which is more gathered at the top, but it gives you a nice amount of volume, and it has a waistband. Keep watching if you liked that button front shell top shown with the Talia. I've got you covered for a pattern for that later on in this video. I didn't realise how lovely a clay pink denim jacket could be until I saw the Rosa Jacket. We all know denim jackets are useful, but changing the colour completely changes the vibe. It feels softer, fresher, and a bit more fashion forward than the classic blue. They also have it in a checked denim too. Somebody tag me if you found checkered denim, please. Jacket projects are always incredibly satisfying to sew because there's so many in-depth details you can focus on. The top stitching, the pockets, installing hardware. This is the kind of piece that instantly elevates a simple outfit and makes everything feel more considered. You can make your own with McCall's 8565, which has the same collarless shape, button front closure, and oversized pockets. It's hard to see, but the McCalls have these really fun double opening pockets, which would be really interesting to sew. I'm very tempted by this one. Now onto the Rowan top. Seersucker, as we mentioned, is having a great comeback, and I'm absolutely here for it. I love the fabric. This is a striped top that feels summery and fresh, and you've got the texture adding kind of some interest without overly complicated design features. It's really all about that statement square collar. The closest match I could find without mentioning any AI slot patterns on Etsy was the Madswick Rosamond blouse pattern. It has a similar square collar, though it isn't trapped into the button placket like the Rowan. I actually love the little tie detail at the centre front on this pattern. The sleeves and length are very similar. You could skip the cuffs and extend the sleeves into an elastic hem finish pretty easily. Next is this navy linen jumpsuit that was created for comfort. Linen and jumpsuits are already a kind of a dream combo, but the wide leg silhouette takes it to another level. It's kind of a chic clown shape. Obviously, it has to be Butterick 7029, a near perfect match in shape. The Butterick just has slightly different but easier to sew neckline placket. So it has a half button placket with a collar band instead of a hidden button placket. Say that 10 times fast. There's sleeveless and sleeve views included too. They've also suggested a half colour block contrast fabric split option. I don't know, but if you have the vision, go for it. Remember that I promised a dupe for the Elodie button front top? Well, I absolutely love this top because it proves that a simple stylish top is wardrobe gold. Here it is in another colour. It's a basic sleeveless shape with a button front and a boxy silhouette. Modern, relaxed. It's the perfect example where you can either let the fabric shine or make a plain version that you pair with your favourite skirt or trouser. Sometimes the simplest projects end up being the ones you wear the most. You're going to want to use New Look 6781, a boxy, buttoned, easy to sew pattern, and it includes a pair of trousers so you can make yourself another two-piece look. The rich burgundy colour of this oversized Cara shirt feels much more interesting than a basic neutral, and the relaxed fit makes it, very breezy, very cool. I love the patch pockets, the slightly workwear inspired details. Feels like an oversized chore kind of tunic, doesn't it? And it doesn't take away, it's very easy to throw on. It's got a lot of appeal. This is one of those garments that Beyond 9 kind of style over dresses, tucked into trousers, buttoned up with jeans. They're getting a lot of wear out of it. And from a sewing perspective, it's kind of a satisfying project because it's got like crisp top stitching details and it could make it look really super professional. The perfect pattern is McCall's 8662, which is a two-piece shirt and skirt combo. The patch pocket, collar and placket are all spot on. The sleeves are slightly longer than the inspo, but they have these rows of top stitching detail that draw attention to the sleeve hems. And then that's repeated on the hem of the shirt too. The McCall's has one patch pocket, but you could easily just repeat that on both sides to match the Cara more closely. I nearly included the Miley top and the kitty jacket, but I didn't want to make this video too long. So let me know in the comments if you need to know the patterns for those styles too. So that's it for today. 16 Beyond 9 pieces that you can totally sew at home. I'll pop all the pattern links in the description as well as those fabric shops I mentioned. Tell me in the comments which one you're tempted to make first. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for watching and happy sewing!